everyone, it's Louise with Louise McHare, and I want to share something with you, what I discovered yesterday on a tile, because I wanted to try making cell activator with American Floetrol. Because when I was first starting to do this over a year ago, I had used American Floetrol and this pre-stained wood conditioner, and it worked. So, you know, it's just easy to say I'm going to use Australian Floetrol, it's going to work every time. But I wanted to see how it works again. So what I did is I mixed up my oxide black and my titanium white, and I had about 2 parts of this to 1 part paint, and then for each one of these tubs I added about 20 drops of the Minwax, and this stuff stinks, so you need to have a window open. And then I thinned it down with water, and I used a lot of water to get it to this consistency. And this is actually thicker than my normal cell activator consistency, because this is leaving a trace. But it's thinner than when I first started. Let me show you the couple that I made with the thinner consistency. So I went through some learning to get here. So I made this, and then I ended up settling on this, which is totally different from my normal color scheme. It's still a little damp, as you can see by the shine, but it came out really cool. Look at those cells. And these cells are different from the Australian Floetrol. I just feel like they're more rounded, at least in what I did. So I'm going to try making a set with this color pattern, because I've already got one. I might as well make 3 more. And then I'm going to work on a balloon swipe, scoop, and drag with the same color combination. So I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted you to see how this American Floetrol with the pre-stained wood conditioner and water works. And what I had found out is I needed to use the straw a little bit in some of the blow, but that was my result. So I wanted to share it with you. So I'm going to work on a couple tiles, get a set going, and then I'm going to do a bloom swipe later. All right, I'll get you back down in a second. Yeah, I don't know what struck me, but I just decided I want to try making cell activator with the regular Floetrol again and see what the difference is, because I feel like I've gotten to the point where I kind of know what I'm doing with the Australian Floetrol, and I wanted to see if I can make the American Floetrol work. Save myself some money, because it's not as expensive, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to list all the colors in the description box, but this is the consistency of the paint, which is only just slightly more thick than the cell activator I have now. And this is Prism Pores Rose Violet. So I'm going to go with that. And then this is Artez's Pearl Rose, I believe. Let's sling a little bit of this down. Yeah, I was really surprised. And this is the Amsterdam Caput Mortem Violet. Yellow as a nice contrasting color. Now to this cadmium yellow, which is an opaque color, I added some pearl. Oh, what did I add? I'll list it below, so it's not so opaque. And then this is Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue with, I added some gold and turquoise to it, and I had something else in it. Artez's Pearl Sea Green. Okay, now for this combination, I'm going to go with black first as a cell activator. And you'll see it won't sink like the others had. Look how it lays there. It just lays on top. Very different. No real halo here. All right, here we go. Look how differently that performs. I mean, obviously it's more thick because American Floetrol is thicker than Australian, which is like water. But the cells are just more rounded and more defined to me. Now, maybe it's because I put the black down first. I don't know. They just seem to hold their shape up in the end better to me. But we'll see. And because it's thicker, it had to take a little more blowing to get the cells to pop through. But it's because the paint is thicker, so it just takes a little more time to spread for the paints underneath to pop up. So it's just patience. You gotta be a little more patient with the activation. But let me just show you where this is. I don't know if you can see. It's just different. And I was really pleased with the results. Not to act surprised by it, but yeah. So same thing as before, you spread out everything. Yeah, I'm really digging this. You know, I was so hung up with being precise and the measurements for the Australian Floetrol. When I first started, it was, you gotta have it 3-to-1. Get out your little teaspoons and measure it exact. And I'm getting this with something so much thicker than what I was using before. But it works. And that's the most important thing. I mean, you can have formulas and recipes, but what's most important is that whatever you do works. Okay. So, anyway, I'm just making this so I have a full set. Because I'll be making coasters, I'll be resining coasters next week. Because I've let them cure long enough, almost 3 weeks now. All right, here we go. Actually, let me move it closer to you. I hope the lighting's good. I gotta get one of those ring lights over the top of my head. Okay, let's get my slot bucket going here. Yeah, and this is not my typical color palette. But I was thinking about making colors yesterday, and what actually brought me downstairs was to try the cell activator, and I couldn't believe it. And I started just going on a coaster making roll. And all I did, and I recommend that you do this too, is I just got a coaster, an old junky coaster, and just poured on it. And then I poured on it again, and I poured on it again, because it wasn't the first one that I did that I found the results. at least the color combination. The cell activator was working pretty good. Although I had to thin it down a lot because it was way too thick to start with. I mean, it was actually thicker than my paints and I couldn't get it to move. But I think I got it where it needs to be. And maybe it's just the colors that are like popping out to me and making the cell activator look so much better. I don't know, but I like the result. So when you find something that works, you do it. All my other paints are still mixed 3-to-1 with that Glidden base 3. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Yeah. This is like a 1960s flower power tile. It's so colorful. So colorful. I think a couple more spins will do it. What am I doing with this stick? Okay, I'm gonna stop with that. All right, I think I'm gonna call that done. Look at this guy. It's amazing. All right, everyone, I'm going to show you the final results in a minute, the first of which was the one we just created. I want to say thank you to all who have tuned in. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit all. You'll get all my latest uploads. And hopefully I was able to share with you something that works for cell activator that'll save everybody some money. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks a lot.